as DJs or mic men, whichever one you want to look at it, are they undervalued? And I say that because when you look at things, when you look at events taking place, and you look at club events and whichever, DJs without DJs, there is no event, there's no music, there's no fun, there's no enjoyment. But they always seem to be the last people either looked after, either paid or valued.
Did you see my WhatsApp status today or something? I know you did. Every so often I go on a rant. Yeah, I just have
So you do that every day?
I just have to go on a rant.
I ain't got your number to know about your WhatsApp status, but I see you do that every
You
day.
just have to go on a rant. And you're right, because as a promoter, you make sure the venue gets paid, you make sure security gets paid, you make sure the venue is decorated. Those things are important, but they're not more important than the person that's playing the music. Why does the DJ have to wait until next week to get paid? You got to wait for the ticket money to drop. That's got nothing to do with me. What's that got to do with me? I came on Saturday and played at your dance on Saturday. You had 500 people in the venue.
But it's down to this ticket thing, innit? Everybody's gone
Where everything's online. And I feel that's what's ruining the scene in that sense, only because the promoter hasn't got their tickets physically.
But I think there's something else as well. Sorry. So just go ahead. I'll go after.
Well, no, I blame you.
Well, no, there is I know where you're gonna. I know where you're gonna go. I know exactly where you're gonna go.
If they have to buy tickets, if they have to buy tickets to attend, the promoter needs to book me online for me to attend as a DJ. Do you get what I mean? So the same way, if I'm having a party on Saturday and I want you free to play and I want you to mic, I've got to sell tickets, but I've got to book you. When I'm saying you're going to come, just saying, yeah, go on my website, book me, pay the money, and I'll be there to do my slot. You can book for half an hour, an hour and a half, 2 hours, go online, book me, I'll be there. Guess what? When their money drops, your money drops. Do you know what I mean? There's no confusion. Do you get what I mean? However, if they've moved to a new system and, as you said before, you're sticking to the old system, this is why you're at the back of the line. Do you know what I mean? As arrogant as it is, when the next promoter says to you, I need you to come and play at this place, just say, yeah, I'm going to send you a link, click on the page, make the payment, PayPal will be in my account.
Mods on me.
And then, do you know what? That's me booked up Saturday.
I know, you're right. I hear you.
From 11 till 1.
I hear you.
You want to stay extra? Just go online, add another half hour, and I'll be there.
Move with the times.
Do you know what I mean? It sounds crazy, but if you condition the promoters,
you know what?
That this is your standard,
you're saying,
and they want you to play.
And I've said this so many times. If everybody has that same thought process, it will work.
Yeah.
But because there's always 1 or 3 that will
12.
not do it, or 12 that will not do it, they will get that booking.
Yeah,
and you won't.
Okay.
I was going to say...
However, just to come back to that. However, I would then have to question you as a DJ to say, let you and your brand stand for itself. Because if I know how good you are and I want you to play, I'm not going to then go and say, Wiley, he said I have to pay him before, and can I pay you after? I'm going to book you instead of him, when I know my people want to hear you. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's about being a bit ballsy, to be fair. But I'm saying, why not? Unless you try, we don't know.
Yes, I think they're undervalued because also promoters still expect DJs, hosts, not to promote, to still charge the same amount price, that they charged
in 1975.
20 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yeah, no, for real. Everything's gone up. Everything's gone up.
They will say, all right, boy, you know, cost of living, you know. All right, cool. I'm in the same cost of living though. So but you just want to be like, I don't know, the same £75 I charged 20 years ago to still charge you the same £75 now. Like, it's mad.
Do you know who won't be arguing? It's a person on my website because I'm not there. Do you know what I mean? You go on a page. If you can only afford £50, you get 15 minutes. You know? Do you know what I mean? I'll turn up, play
15
about
minutes.
15 minutes.
I'm not even
Thank
coming
you.
up.
See you later. But do you get it?
Yeah,
At the end of the day,
you're
when
right.
you set your
I hear that
store,
still. I like that.
like
I like
even in my business, like I set my standard. Like if a customer wants to book me, they could say to me, "I got a removal company." They might say, "Can you come and move the cup?" I'll be like, "Yeah." How much are you gonna pay? Sorry, how much are you gonna charge? £150 just for a cup. It could be the cup. It could be the whole room. For the first 10 minutes, it's £150. If you want me, you pay the money. Right, but what about this and this and this? 160, 180, 210, 330, 50. Do you get what I mean? So at the end of the day, what it comes down to, when you set your service standard, who's going to argue with that? When you remove the human aspect and you leave it to automation, what are they going to say? The only time it goes wrong, if they say for you to be there at 11 and that's your contract, you turn up at 12 because Dixie can't get through the Blackwall Tunnel, now we're going to have different problems. You get what I'm saying? So we just need to make sure that we stick to it. No, but you get what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day,
I like that still.
if you, like, just like all jokes aside, for me, in my business, I say this is my service standard. You know, my team know it, like my customers know it, and they say, well, if we don't want to do that, go and book someone else. There are people better than me. Go and find them.
But you know what? We've done that. We've done that. When people's like ask, oh, this price, that, I say, boy, that's our price, and do your thing in it. I mean,
it's up to you at that point.
Yeah.
I agree.
There's times when £100, nah.
But there was a time, £100, I'm there early. Do you get what I mean? I'm helping putting the decorations up. Well, over here.
But what happened
you know
is
what I mean?
there's a lot of DJs. There's a lot of DJs out there where are undercutting everybody and whatnot.
Yes.
So that's what happened. That's how it was. Because the garage days, £300-400. That's what we used to charge back in the day. You know what I mean? And obviously, there's time elements, funky ass DJs and whatnot. Look, come on now, EZ. You can't even book EZ now.
Yeah, you can't even say EZ right now.
You can't
even say his name right now.
Exactly.
You can't.
What's his name? Black Coffee as well.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. So the thing is, I think we are to blame because when we deal with bookings outside our culture, we do not experience this. We do not experience it. We don't experience this. Any bookings I've had outside of our culture is very much, I want to book you for whatever. Here's the money up front. So and it's a normal thing.
Let me finish.
Go on.
When you say outside the culture, do you also mean outside of party events like weddings and christenings and stuff like that, or just mean outside the culture in general?
I would say outside of our culture. So you can determine it from that however you want.
I'm asking because if, for example, you had a wedding from our culture, would you get treated the same, we'll pay you later, or are you going to get the same advance thing?
No.
Bookings outside of our culture,
weddings are set different. Weddings are set different.
It is a different,
than parties.
You're not waiting for ticket money.
No, it's a different setup. And the thing is, we accept it as being professional. We don't, and you know, in another life, I am very involved in trade union work. I strongly believe DJs need to have a union. Only because everybody goes in and has a lot of individual mindsets, but there's no collective. And if collectively DJs said, you know what, listen, no, we're not having this. We're not having this waiting 2-3 weeks to get paid. The dance was 2 weeks ago. Everyone danced, everyone nice, everyone drink up the drink, and everybody, you got all your pictures, your videos, but now I'm waiting to get paid. Without me, there's no dance. So there's got to be a collective element to it. But as simple as said, people will do things to undercut it because somebody will say, you know what, listen, forget them lot. I'll come in, I'll do the work, I'll do the set, and just pay me £50 and a plate of rice and peas or jollof rice, and I'm nice. 8-hour set, I'm nice.
Okay,
it's true though. It's not lying.
One question, gents. If we left here just now and we went on to High Road X and you were hungry, what would you buy to eat?
Depends what was open.
Not Dixie's.
We eat before my father down the street there.
What would you buy?
Depends what was open.
Depends what was open.
Yeah.
So you know the a nice posh kebab shop shop number 1. Shop number 2 is a Caribbean shop. Shop number 3 is a Nigerian specialist takeaway. Shop number 4 is, you know when you see them videos with the Indian man in Calcutta and they're serving food with their hand and they're doing all of that. That's shop number 4. Which shop you going in?
I'm going to the Nigerian where I'm going to get suya, jalof rice, and everything.
Sounds great. Guess what? The queue is out the door.
I'm waiting.
It's 4 hours long.
I'm waiting.
You got to go home.
Because that's what I want to eat.
Okay, where are you going? You're getting Caribbean. The queue is longer than the Nigerian queue.
I don't give a shit.
However, there's no one
I'm going
at the Indian man shop.
Yeah,
There's no one there.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You're still not going there. However, he's the cheapest.
I'm not going there.
Nobody's
so you
buying
lot are
this food.
telling me,
Nobody's
you're telling me you have a service standard and you are not going to drop your standard even though this guy's the cheapest.
But
so what I would say to you, in your market, do not try and tout next to this guy because he's not in your league.
But you know,
if you're willing to wait 4 hours for what you want,
you get what you want.
whoever wants you are willing to pay the money you are willing to pay. If they're not willing to pay, guess what? They need to go and get served by the same Indian man. So do you understand what I'm saying?
Same mentality. Same.
Yeah, it's like, and for me, when like I said to one of my staff members, we had to do a really big move for a quite a wealthy customer, and what she asked us to do, she wanted us to wrap the microphone in bubble wrap, wrap the sofa, wrap everything in bubble wrap, and I said to her, okay, that's going to cost you £2,000, and she said, oh, someone else can do it for 400. So I said, well, why did you call me? Book them.
That's it.
And she's like, yeah, but you're here now. Can't you just match the 400?
No.
I said, I said,
the material, man.
you spoke to them, called me, and you're asking me to be them. That doesn't make sense to me. So I'm not going to drop my standard. Furthermore, my whole team, pack up, let's go. She was like, no, you can't do that. You can't go. But don't you think your price is high? No, because I called it to you when I first spoke to you. You told me to come. Yeah. In your head, you thought you could do some Jinnels thing when we arrived. I'm willing to walk off. Do you get what I mean? Because that's my standard. And that's what I think you should look at. Is that you're so experienced and you have your standard. Don't get me wrong. I know you don't want to be saying, well, I ain't taking no bookings unless people pays me the £1,000 that I want. However, as long as you price yourself reasonably enough in your market space, stick by your guns.
Do you know that?
Because people will respect it.
We have.
The only issue that you have with your analogy, though, is that the Indian man is also selling jollof rice and suya. The Caribbean shop is also selling jollof rice and suya. The Dixie Fried Chicken is also selling jollof rice and suya. Because what's happened now? Yeah, exactly. But because in this day and age now, before, like for example, if we think about it, certain sounds back in the days of vinyl or whatever, they were known for, if I want to get a dance or a bashment sound, I want to get a sound that's got dub plates and whatever, let me call on Girl Flicks. If I want to get a sound that's going to call on, be doing house and they're specialists in this, let me call on Heartless Crew. If I'm going to get soca sound, let me call on Fruit Bunch. 90s R&B, okay, let me call on Raw Flavor. I'm going to call on certain sounds because I know that's what they specialize in. In this day and age now, where you have USB hard drives and everything, everyone can play everything. So where I appreciate what you're saying about you would wait for the Caribbean food. However, if the shorter queue is also selling the same rice and peas and everything, it's just not...
With the same guy with a dirty apron.
It's just not cooked.
And he's using his armpits.
One second. One second.
The same guy when he's counting the money. 1 second, my friend.
One second.
And then he's serving your food. And you're like, yeah, let me get jerk chicken. Have you got any dumplings? And then no. I'm not shopping.
But here's the thing though. You're what you're doing, which is right. You're saying the standard of the levels is different. However, the people that are actually coming to eat the food are not seeing, or what you're saying, imagine that's all in the back office now. In the front office, all you're seeing is the front clean, whatever it is. In the back office, you're seeing that. The back office is what people are not seeing. So when DJs are coming there and you're seeing a Girl Flicks come in and they've got all the years of experience and you're seeing a DJ, I don't know, DJ John, for example, who ain't got the experience, but he's got the hard drive of all the same tunes. And all he knows, okay, if I play this tune, I'm gonna get 4 or 5 wheel ups. This is the issue on the problem of it. It's not about what people are seeing on the front. People ain't seeing how much years of experience someone's got to know. You know what? I'm not gonna play the regular set. I'm gonna play an offset that no one's gonna think that I'm gonna play. I went to I was playing at a dance might have been 2 years ago. Simon was playing. He played an R&B set, and I was like, it was a 90s dance, and I was like, you know what? I ain't heard that tune for years. And the crowd was reacting like, you know what? They heard it for years. But guaranteed, if they'd have played the same regular, they would have all reacted and danced the same way because they're conditioned to be thinking about that. So where you're saying about the people that are bringing, that are queuing up for whatever, if they're still gonna get the same taste elsewhere, they're still gonna go elsewhere. We've got to make it different where people know that what we're giving is different. The seasoning tastes different. Our jollof rice tastes different to the one that is next door. And that's the problem, because everybody now can cook the same food. Everyone now can play the same tunes.
Music.
Everyone now can bring the same sort of whatever.
So what you're telling me is you are regular old crackers. And what you need is you need to step outside. You need to do something different. You need to be better than the rest.
You need to be the Ritz.
Yeah, you need to be better than the rest. You need to have a USP. You need to do something different. I know if I book Dixie and Simon to come down and play, I'm going to get this level of experience.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And with that, no one else can give me that. So I'm going to pay for that. Do you get what I mean? Yeah.